Hey, so what's good? Uh, I don't know, man. I saw some things. Sijui niwaambiaje. Sasa hii vitu naangalia hapo na shanga. What's going on, right? Um, One thing for sure for me I've learned is a true story. You know, there's one thing that I've never really understood about Kenyans. Kenyans ni wakora by default. Because everywhere venye wakona wa Kenya, kuna tu ukora fulani wanafanyanga. So I'm gonna expose to you. I'm gonna tell you guys how Kenyans in diaspora, especially those guys in interact now, those guys in the States, what they think about Kenyans here in Kenya. Wanafizi ni wajinga, hamuna akili, you're lazy, right? Hamuna pesa, nao wako nayo. And they forget that hiyo pesa yao hata itusaidii, right? Because I remember me when I was in college, I was I think third year. I was with some roommates and they were Kenyans. Lakini bado unaona wanakupiga chini, right? So one time, you know, me, I was just doing some projects in Kenya. I was sending money, had mafundi kwa site. So I was doing follow-up, right? Wanasema, wanataka hiyo, okay. In the States, you know, Kenyans, geez, I don't know what's the problem, right? They tell you, do not invest in Kenya because utagongwa. Naambia sasa, pesa ngapi? How much money are we talking about? Wengi wa they're like, okay, relatives watakugonga pesa yako. Naambia sasa, who's gonna do the job? Nikaambia, okay, let me panda ndege, go do the job. You don't have the time. So what do? So basically what they're trying to tell you is don't do it. But when you don't do it, me, I felt guilty. You know, before I left here, nilikuwa na a lot of ambitions. I wanted to be, you know, affluent. Get what you want when you want it, right? So when I went there, I always worked hard to, you know, I want to have my place, your own car, your own compound, finish with that. But now, when you get there, you make some money, yes. Wanakwambia save your pesa. Alafu ufanyie nini? You know? You come here for a week or 3 weeks vacation, but you cannot do much. Hauna plan, hujanunua shamba. Unajua kununua shamba pa Kenya ni process. Right? Ni nani? Pesa utatuma aje? Like who's gonna receive the money? Jina itakuwa kwa nani? Like mwenye property because you're not there. So one time there was this guy alikuwa roommate. Right? Alikuwa anaona kama mimi ni fala, I don't know what I'm doing. So what I used to do purposefully was to intimidate him. So I could, you know, talk on the phone with my fundis or someone who was helping me do the construction at the place, right? So I'll be like, hey, umefika wapi? Picha umetuma, hujatuma, kwa nini? Okay. Nimeona picha, mbona hujafanya hivi? This guy alikuwa anasikiza, anasema kijana, he's investing on the ground, you know? So he liked me because he could see alikuwa na some sense, and I could show him some pictures like, hey, oh, I asked him like, okay, when you're doing this, because where I expect to share invest kidogo mali, you know, how do you deal with fundis? How do you pay them? You know, what is your, you know, how do you arrange things? That guy didn't have anything to tell me because he hasn't done shit. You know what I'm saying? So in the end, you know, he knew I'm legit. So the other day I moved here to Kenya and he came here and I met him and we talked. But he still can't believe I did. You know, they convinced me not to come back here. Kufanya nini? Kenya maisha ni ngumu. Ambia maisha ngumu ni wewe. You're not in Kenya, ndio uniambie huko. Right? And I'm not everybody, you know. Kama mtu anahangaika ama hakuna kazi ama nini, hey, I don't know about that. I don't know how you got there. So, let's not talk about that. Let me talk from experience. Wacha nifika huko nizame kwanza. Niwapigie simu. Ndio munipiga lecture mniambia kijana uko na ujinga mingi sana. Ulitoka hapa na tulikuambia usiende. But I made sure one thing for sure, that I'm not gonna call them and ask them for that favor. I'll tell you why. Because they'll be like, tulikuambia. Tulikuambia kuna kitu mbaya kama mtu kuambiwa ama kuambiwa who told you this and you didn't listen, right? It's bad. So I made sure that I'll never ever ever make that phone call and say, you know what, nimezama, send me something. No, it's not gonna happen. You understand what I'm saying?